Hey guys, Ryan here from Indy Wrestling School, and today we're talking about smart marks, or as I call them, the internet fans. Are they a detriment to the business, or do they help out the business? Coming up. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. We put out new videos every single Thursday for 3 Minute Thursday. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing below. So let me just start off by saying this is strictly my opinion. It's not meant to be, these people are all like this and these people are all like this and that's it. There's obviously shades of gray, and I'm just telling you from my standpoint and my perspective what I've seen. So typically the internet fan, or the smart market, I consider them one and the same. Not everybody does. They're typically a fan who either knows a lot about wrestling or perceives that they know way more about wrestling than you do. And that's not unique to pro wrestling. Football fans do that, UFC fans do that, baseball fans do that. Everybody's got their little niche. But because I'm assuming everybody watching this is a wrestling fan, those are the ones we're probably the most familiar with. Look, I know what I know, and I know that's a weird saying, but I know what I spent time to learn. I know what I'm good at, I know what my strengths are, and I know where my weaknesses are as well. So I'm pretty comfortable in what I know in pro wrestling. And I know there's people out there who know way more than me. So really, what does it come down to? I mean, what is wrestling knowledge? There's people out there who can tell you every single referee's name in the WWE, but they can't tell you what a hot tag is. There's people who can recite to you every single move that Kenny Omega can do, but they don't know what getting your heat is. There's people who will tell you that entertaining is the most part of wrestling, and there's people that'll tell you that wrestling is the most important part of wrestling. And there's people that'll tell you that your entrance is the most important part of wrestling. What's right and what's wrong? None of it. It's all subjective. It's all somebody's opinion. What you need to know ahead of time, if you're a promoter or a booker or you're starting your own company, is do I put my content online? And if you think that's the way to go, go for it. There's some things you need to think about ahead of time though. You're gonna get a lot of negative feedback. You just are. People are gonna tell you what you did wrong and not very often what you did right. And number three, they're all just opinions, so it doesn't really matter. You need to do the show that you wanna do. If you're doing the show that you want to do and nobody's showing up, then maybe it's time to change some things around. But I see so many bookers, some high-level people in the industry, they get one negative comment and it ruins their whole day. You need to realize anything you put online is gonna be subject to major scrutiny, whether it's justified or not. So do you put an entire wrestling show on the internet? In my opinion, you shouldn't. You shouldn't give away your entire show, because if I'm a fan and I can watch your show a week after it airs or a month after it takes place in a venue, why should I pay the $10 when I could just wait a month and watch it on YouTube? If you want to post clips, select matches, pictures, I'm all for that. I think that's the way to go. But in my opinion, and this is just me, you never put a full show online, because then there's no reason to come to the next one. So the basic takeaway I want you to have is anything you put online, including these videos, they're subject to major scrutiny, and you're gonna get a lot of flack. You're gonna get a lot of people who don't like what you're doing. And most of the time, the people who do enjoy what you're doing are not as vocal. So you don't hear as much that people are enjoying what you're doing versus maybe the small minority who don't like it. So you need to put that into the back of your head before you do anything, and just realize, look, some people are not gonna like this, and I can't let that change the direction I'm taking everything in. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't think smart marks or whatever you want to call it, I don't think they're bad, I don't think they're good, I think they're just a type of fan. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a fan, especially a passionate fan. If you have something that you love and you're vocal about it, I don't see what's wrong about that. As long as you're doing it in a positive way and expressing your opinion in a positive way, I can't see why that's a bad thing. It's when people get nasty with things or take things too far or make things too personal. I have a problem with that, but being a passionate fan and loving something so much, I have a lot of respect for those kind of people. So any kind of fan of pro wrestling that treats the sport, the wrestlers, the people involved with respect, I love those guys. That's all for this week. If you like this video, beat the shit out of the like button, and I'll see you guys next Thursday.